Smart automation, better business. Learn how to optimize your business with Solved.
Hi, my name is Reece with SOLVD.cloud, and I'm an AI and automation consultant. And I spend way too much time writing emails and messages each week, and I bet that you do too. And most of this time on these things is spent rewriting and second guessing my tone and word usage and making sure that what I write cannot be misread or misunderstood. But AI is so good at fixing this for you and just helping you do this more effectively and efficiently. And this past week, Spencer, the CEO at Solved, helped me understand some practical ways that I can use AI better to be more efficient. And I've been applying those this week, and I want to share some of these things with you so that you can be more efficient and effective as well. Also, to keep your voice so that you still sound like yourself and not a robot. And so, first, let's talk about this. So, how to use AI to communicate better without losing your voice. There's a great quote by Blaise Pascal, or sometimes attributed by Mark Twain, but it says, "I'm sorry for the long letter. I didn't have time to write a short one." And this is true. Like I said earlier, most of the time with my messages is spent on me rewriting and trying to make things more clear and concise. So here's an example of a message I sent earlier. And so I basically will say, "Hey blank, just wanted to update you on this task. Our dev member working on this task was asked to help on a different task today. So he said he will be able to finish his task tomorrow. That means I'll test it tomorrow and then book a time for UAT on Monday or Friday when I confirm it's good. Do you have a preference on when you can meet?" So inherently, this is not a terrible message. I'm getting the point across. But even me reading through out loud right now, it was a bit stumbly. I could definitely make it more concise. And so what I did was I fed AI some things that I could do to make this a little bit more concise, and just kind of get the clear purpose out of here. And so here's the next example of what AI fed out. And this is with very little training. So I said, "Hey blank, the task is delayed one day. Our developer was pulled onto a different project today. I'll test tomorrow and schedule UAT for Friday or Monday. Do you prefer either of those days?" So this is just a tiny example of how helpful this can be and how important it is to make sure that our messages or emails are clear. I think the value and purpose of what I'm doing in this message is just so much better with the help here. So what are some of these main differences? Namely, the first sentence on this new one explains the purpose of why I'm reaching out, just to let our client and stakeholder here, to let them know that the task was delayed one day and then why. The second one also is very specific. It's not jumbly, it's not vague, and it's got one clear question: do you prefer Monday or Friday for a UAT call? There's very little filler. And so this is why it's so helpful. It's great and it's clear. And so for the remainder of this video, let's talk about how we can do this on autopilot, or specifically how we can get AI to help us with this without sounding robotic, because we want our voice to still be present and we still want the message to be ours. So we're going to start by selecting our AI of choice. For me, I'm using Gemini a lot right now, or Claude, but a lot of times for this type of thing, I just whip it into Gemini because it's pretty fast. But I'm just gonna do like an example prompt that I've done before. It's pretty lazy, does not do a very good job. And so if you see yourself and you do this, hopefully, throughout this video, I'm going to show you about how to do it better in the future. So we'll start with that. And then I'm going to create a gem within Gemini, which is a place that you can add materials or sources or documents. And then you can kind of chat with that gem, that kind of altered version of the AI that has these source materials, so that you can speak with your voice or have it help you with different things with that information always fed into it. Okay, so here, simple prompt. Help me write an email to a client letting them know a task was delayed. So this is about as like lazy or simple as you can get. I found myself doing this occasionally just to get inspiration, but super common. We'll just kind of see the output it gives us. Basically just read there's one option, some good amount of stuff, 2, 3. This takes a little bit of time. You got to figure out which version you want. You got to read all of them. But there is a better way. I mean, simply you could just say, hey, I've got this name of task. This is what went on. Could you help me write a message? And that's already better. Or you could try writing your draft message and saying, hey, help me know the tone of this message, or what could I do better to make the point more clear, kind of like I did with the example in the slides. And those are fine options. That will totally get the job done. But the main item that this video I want you to do was within the expand menu bar, we can create a gem, which is something that we can feed information. And I'll click over there. I'll just show you on the next scene. So here's the beauty, the gem manager, and every one of the different AIs has a version of this. So feel free to explore it and use it. I have two. I have one for content creation, like this video. I help it make powerful intros or different things that are just helpful for me. And same with soft skills. When I have questions or things about how I can approach a situation, I fed it a bunch of information and different trainings so that I could just kind of consult with that and help me. But what we want, just create a new gem, name it whatever you'd like. So we're gonna do communication helper, something like that. And this description doesn't really do anything. So it's gonna be like, feed it emails or messages. And now this is where the power is under the instructions, as well as the knowledge, which you can add different files. But we can give this AI a different prompt so that we can make our things more helpful. So you will help me. In fact, I'm going to pause and I'm just going to create some instructions and show you. Okay, so here, I'm going to paste this in, and you can either just kind of give who you are as a writer, what rules you follow, what type of messages you like, and if there's some things that you don't like, you can include that too. And then what I did was I included a bunch of those things, and then I had my AI compile this into a list so that I, in order to feed it to create a gem. And so here's a great example. I think with these types of things, it has some very clear and actionable advice, so that when I'm asking it to help me create a message, it does it exactly in the way that I want it and in the way that I would do it myself. And it can also be able to check if you've created and written a message on your own. You can basically ask it to review this message. What tone would the reader get, or what message would they get out of it? And that's a way that you could test your own writing using this AI as well, to be more efficient and make sure that you never have a miscommunication. And also, if you have examples of some good emails that you like, that you feel confident and good about, feel free to add them as a file. Create a Google Doc or something and then import it in there, just so that it can have a specific reference to help you with that. But now we're gonna click Start Chat, and then you can use this tool. And I will show just a quick example of it, but this has been extremely helpful for me. Okay, so I went ahead and copied that message that I had shown earlier that I had sent this past week to a client. And because of the instructions that we added in the Gemini, it knows exactly what to do. It's going to revise the message and says, here's where we stand on the current task. Our developer shifted to an urgent priority today, so he'll finish your build tomorrow. I'll run tests immediately after, and we'll be ready for UAT by Friday or Monday. Which day works best for you to walk through it? So super simple. It provides exactly what the message is about right at the beginning, so they know what to expect, and they can just give it a quick read. Won't waste any time for our or their, and it explains the changes. And then also it reads it as the recipient. It attempts, the AI here is trying to figure out what misunderstandings could go on. And a super powerful thing is exactly that. You could ask, what misunderstandings can this message give? And it, because the instructions, it answers that somewhat for me already. But it's really good. Within your emails, I'm sure there's plenty of things that it could notice or catch for you. And you could just keep doing this until you feel comfortable and confident within the message that you send. So thank you for watching. That's the end of this tutorial for this. And this system has changed how I work. It's helped me be a lot more efficient when writing emails, and it's improved the relationships with my clients, mostly just because it helps them not have to spend much of time figuring out what an email or message meant, but also it's helped me be more clear, so there's less misunderstandings there. So if you would like more help figuring out what you could do as a company to automate your business, that's what we do at Solved. So in the link below, there's a link to our website where you could schedule a free consultation call, and we'll take a look at your whole operation from there and show you what ways automation can make the biggest difference for your company. And if this video helped you, like it, subscribe to our channel. We have plenty of videos that are also very helpful, and feel free to send a comment below, and I'm more than happy to respond and answer any questions. So thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. We can't wait to help you automate your business. Please like, comment, or subscribe for more.